being this voice for others and encouraging others to see.
Very good God.
If you guys are an influencer,
Welcome back to another episode of No Filters.
They're watching your content and
You know who it is.
like,
Follower.
okay, I can do this. I can do this. I can get up. I can speak. It'll be fine. I love that.
As in happy hump day. Yes, sir.
Feel like they don't have a voice.
Thank you for your patience, too.
People are going to watch your content. They're going to watch how you maneuver, and they're going to feel so inspired. Now, a lot of people will be triggered, but a lot of people will be inspired. You know what it kind of reminds me of? This whole WJZZz situation that's like all over the internet. It's like the new scandal, I feel like. It's crazy because now there's another
Little slinky levies.
today.
Little slinky levies.
Ex-girlfriend, okay, Landon's ex-girlfriend has posted some videos. Ooh, I think I'll share them to members only because that's where I share like extra content.
Thank you for your patience.
Now he's like threatening her and like all mad because she's telling her version of the story. And I'm sorry. She has receipts and it's very believable.
Yeah.
I don't care what he says.
Yeah, I need to get caught up in this case, but.
But if you're really listening, you can hear where he could be easily making things up or where his receipts don't line up as they should. Because he's hoping that people are like glazing over things, and ain't nobody glazing over anything right now. So you, in this case, would be like the person that inspires the ex-girlfriend to speak up, because you can kind of tell like this girl does not want to speak up. Yeah. And it's like you being the person that inspires them to do that. You being the influencer that inspires them to do that.
Adventure awaits. Yes, sir. Always stay optimistic. All right.
You're definitely helping people find their voice in more ways than one.
Thank you for the confirmation, Breeze. What the day?
The world needs to hear you. You will get paid money, hand over fist, because you are needed by the world. Your voice is needed by the world. You are destined to be this vessel that helps people through addiction, truth, toxic relationships.
All for the flock, right?
Those that try to lie on your name, especially publicly or in a setting where there's other people, in a setting where there's an audience of any kind.
You guys are the best audience ever, too. Thank you for waiting.
Now, as you can see,
appreciate it.
With the WJZZz situation, because that's like a really good example.
Thank you, darlings.
This Landon cheating thing, he probably thought.
Okay, let's get into it.
No one's ever.
Okay, hello, darlings. How is everybody feeling on this lovely? See if I can bounce that joint. Lovely Wednesdays. Come on, man. Come on, baby Jays. I almost had it. Just getting to that sponges material. Come on, baby cakes. Come on, baby cakes. Is he holding on to it? Of course not, man. Come on now. I'm going to green screen that joint out. Just joking. We have all the time in the world, but it's just infinite. But let's get right into it. It's been a minute. Yeah, I've been yeah, it's just been a journey. It's been a journey, but your boy's okay. And I'm here. I was listening to Brittany, the Cosmic Wifey. Make sure you follow her. And she was talking about this Tristan, ex-boyfriend, and WJZZz, I think. I'm still new with this, but let's just crack into it because she said the ex-girlfriend is hesitant to speak up about the situation. So let's see if we can use some intuitiveness from the ancestors to see if we can assist. I put change in the seashell now. All right. I'm just crushing pizza, so the ice is attempting to creep in, and plus I had an early rising today, so I didn't get much rest. I mean, it seems like I hardly ever get a lot of rest, but that's the chosen one path, but it's okay, you know. A lot of it's just out of excitement and the spirit knowing something big, 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 big. You know, love isn't there. Just to be alive, you know. Appreciating life differently. Perspective of life is just different every moment, it seems like. Every time I think I have it, it's a quick shift. And then I'm like, whoa, okay, all right. So, let's jump into this situation with Lizard Liz and Tristan. Supposedly, Wizard Liz was slow down. Supposedly, Wizard Liz, if my recollection serves me right, was an influencer. Is an influencer. She became pregnant, and then her boyfriend, which is now her ex-boyfriend, has another girlfriend that was talking trash about her. And then they're in a feud now, and supposedly the ex-boyfriend is trying to discredit the influencer. Thank you. My left shoulder said we don't even want to do this download, but this is big, it's important. If anyone wants to be an influencer, first of all, you need to stand your ground. You need to be super comfortable. You need to have super tough skin before you get into this arena, okay? Before you get into this arena, you got to make sure you can take comments. You can take some foul comments. You can take no comments. You can take no likes. You have to follow the compelling spirit from the high and mighty, all right? Tiamat, Mother Tiamat, or whoever you love. And you cannot let anything push you off your path. If you can do those things, amongst a lot of other things, plus your shadow work, figuring out who you are, knowing what your purpose is in life, reverse engineering your whole life after you get out the matrix, then you figure out the patterns, that you did in the matrix, and then you realize, okay, if I was a chef, then that means I'm meant to use my hands and make some good soulful food. That's a very valuable skill. People need food to live, right? They need water to live, right? You need air to breathe, right? You need transportation, right? You have your legs and so forth, but you get the essential things, the essential workers out here. It's like you figure out what your skills are, and then that can help hone you to who you're meant to be in this life. I recommend a lot of prayer. Man, it's like Mercury retrograde. A lot of praying. Whoa. I wanted to say prayer and praying at the same time. That was wild. So yeah, it takes a lot of praying and asking God what your purpose is in life. Isolation's key. It seems like a lot of these messages are very redundant. Get rid of the distractions. Confirmation bitches. I heard a bike out in the back. And then it seems like I just want to fast forward just like Adam Sandler. And this is what you do. There you go. You passed the test. That's what I feel like doing. Forgive me. I'm working on this. So if you want to be an influencer, you need to cross all your T's and dot all your I's. just ask yourself before you jump in there, are you ready for the journey? Because it takes a lot of endurance, it takes a lot of patience, and it takes a lot of faith to know you're going in the right direction. And there's going to be a lot of haters out here. There's going to be a lot of people that will spread lies about you because you are keeping things close to the chest. So in order to get some attention, they would just use your name off their tongue to get some type of attention, but they're just masquerading with their narratives. So as long as you're transparent the whole time and you have your sacred silence, if you know, you know, then you're always protected by your angels and God, because no one's lies is going to affect you because you're doing God's work. Point blank, simple and plain. So a lot of let people waste their energy, because everything they put out there is like an energetic boomerang that they toss out in the universe, and it must come back to the sender's hand at all times, if it's positive or negative. So once you understand quantum physics and you understand everything's energy and vibration, the more positivity you put out there, then it must come back to the sender as well. So basically this Tristan stuff and Wizard Liz sounds like a whole bunch of Jerry Springer shit, but I'm not going to discredit the situation like that, because you heard the little gurgling of the water going down past the pizza. You gotta love that Jabba the Hutt sound. Confirmation, bitches. Thank you, Spirit Team. This is love. Love is very serious, and when you get betrayed, especially when you're in the spotlight, there's a lot. Baby Jace, it's warm outside, 82 degrees, so all right. There's a lot of attention on you, a lot of spiritual warfare, a lot of lies, a lot of manipulation, a lot of overthinking, okay? And a lot of people, if you're not strong mentally and you're not spiritually tapped in, then you can be pulled in so many directions, like I've been pulled in so many directions. A lot of the times, every time, that the truth is in plain sight. But with the energy and your heart and your emotions and the distractions, we all fall victim to them, we can easily get misled too. But we can easily get guided back to the foundation as well once we get away from the distractions, pray, meditate, heal within. Then you will see exactly what the answer is. Your clarity is always there and your discernment's always there. So, Wizard Liz and the ex-girlfriend, whoever the ex-girlfriend is, I'm just new in this case. But if you're nervous on speaking the truth, I highly recommend that this is your platform. This is your opportunity from God to utilize the exposure so you can set the record straight. When you are honest, there's something called damage control. You want to always protect your dignity and your character at all times. You don't want your name to be smeared through the mud. If you're National Treasure fans of the movie Nicolas Cage, then you know the reference and the analogy of mud and the assassination of Abraham Lincoln. The doctor that I think treated, I forgot what his name is, John Wilkins Booth, treated the gunshot wound in his leg was named Dr. Mudd, or Samuel Mudd. Confirmation, bitches. His name was Samuel Mudd. Correct me if I'm wrong. He treated John Wilkins Booth, the person that assassinated Abraham Lincoln. And even though Dr. Samuel Mudd wasn't guilty of the conspiracy, that back then they thought Dr. Samuel Mudd was a part of the escape and the planning of Abraham Lincoln at the Lincoln Theater, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. His name was smeared through the mud. Ironically, his name was Mudd, and even though he was vindicated years later, a while ago he was vindicated, his name still had that bad connotation attached to it. And ironically, his name was Mudd, and that's when they came up with the analogy or the expression, don't let your name be smeared through the mud. So if you're honest and you're transparent, you always want to make sure your character is always protected at all times by standing on your kingdom business and making sure if you hear some rumors that you address it right away. If you're silent, then silence, a lot of times it indicates you're guilty if you're silent, you know what I mean? If you don't jump on the gossip right away, then that says a lot of things. It says, oh, you're sitting back in the cut and trying to put together a story, a public press. You know, your publicist is coming up with something to make sure a lot of people that are fans are asleep. You know what I mean? So let's put together a story that sounds good, and they're not going to really do much research. Confirmation, bitches. So they'll believe it, you know. I used to believe a lot of the stories back then because I was in the mind state of, oh, no celebrities would do X, Y, Z. Oh, get the hell out of here. That's just some gossip, you know. It's a lot of Jedi mind tricking that's still going on. But when you're vigilant and you're tuned, you're tapped in, then it's comical. It's like Mad Magazine satire. That's what you see going on. But enough of that. You already know. If you don't know, then look at my previous videos or tap into Rashad Jamal. He'll tell you who you are. Remember who you are. On TikTok, follow her, Goddess. She'll tell you who you are for carbonated beings and Latino beings. I'm learning every day who I am. I still have some indoctrination attached to me, but I know Tiamat, which is Mother Earth. She's the true God. And I do worship her, and I praise her every day, even though I have the book here. Oh, Baby JAYZZz. Still have the Bible here, you know, it's just confirmation, bitches. We know it's been manipulated. I need to invest and get my true lineage literature, honestly. I just need to get out of it. I know it, you know, that's me being lazy, and I need to do more research on who I am so I can, you know, walk and embody it 1,000%, you know? So yes, I'm working through it day by day, asking God what my mission is. And I'm not going to sit here and say, I know exactly what's going on and this is who I mean, I know I'm a God and so forth, but besides that, there's still a lot to learn about who I am. And there's a lot of memories that's confirmation, bitches, that's within me that I'm figuring out daily, and it's wild. The downloads come in so fast. I feel like I need to take a digital detox, which I have been doing. It's just been I'm like Neo with the floppy disk. I'm like, oh. And they just build another head, you know. It's download after download. My collective's awesome. They're kicking ass, so they're updating me all the time to help me through my spiritual journey. And I attempt to utilize the 24 hours that's man-made time to look at all the videos and get updates. And I find myself, man, I'm overwhelmed with this. It's awesome, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm like, man, I need to take a break. So I'm learning how to balance everything, and then I'm feeling everyone in the world's emotions and feelings and thoughts, and I'm like, oh, these are not my thoughts. And then I'm always gauging it, so I play some Doom or watch a movie, watch some Shark Tank to snap out of it, cut them energetic cords that love to attach, the watchers, the monitoring spirits. So many gnats in my house I was killing, like slapping on walls. I'm like, yeah, you know something big is around the key when all these spiritual D's and fleas are around the cree. So I'm like, hey, Baby JAYZZz, or Baby JAYZZz. Thank you for the confirmation breeze. I was 95% Dr. C, you know what I'm saying? Oh, man, that feels good. That's what I love about summertime, too, man. The nighttime breeze feels good. Sleep in this joint, butt knee in this joint, spread a leg. Just make sure you don't live around the neighbors. I wish I was by the bangs. I ain't gonna say it. But yeah, you gotta be careful, all right? You don't want to be TMZ'd up when you got your one leg up and shit. And they got that perfect angle, like, yeah. Your balls looking like raisinets. And I know newspapers don't exist, but just imagine, man, I'm gonna put my finger right through the page. Ain't that a bitch? My toy just dropped. Ain't that a bitch? You know what I'm gonna say next? I'm about to slap a bitch. Don't do it, so. All right, yeah, you know when they got the newspapers. Oh, my Baby JAYZZz. Alonzo was caught passed out and his balls look like raisinets. Ass. How's his D look like an alligator tail and his nuts look like a packet of Raisinets? What is that? Alright, well, this is half the story. Let's go to A3. Oh, A3 for the rest of the story? Oh shit, baby JAYZZz. Alonzo's rebuttal was he had air conditioning on, so his nuts just shrank up. And that's all he said, but he said, take it or leave it. Fuck y'all. It's terrible, but he said hashtag no filter, so you get what you get. Your balls really look like Raisinets? They look like Raisinets, would I say that out loud with conviction? Now, my joints, I'm just joking. I don't even want to do that to you cats. But yeah, just imagine just joking. It is no filter, just shut up. Just imagine a pit bull in the backyard just running on a hot summer day and the balls just dragging on the grass and shit. That's how grandpa balls. All right, your dog that got the grandpa balls, that's what I got in these shorts. Are you serious? No, I don't got the kneecap slapper ball sack. I wouldn't even be able to walk the way I bop. You know what I mean? I bop with the bop. You know what I mean? If I had the good old grand clocks, or the grand, what is it, the Big Ben clocks, whatever. The grandfather clocks with the little bells that swings. If I had the nutsack that low, bing, bing, and a little, what are they? Tweety bird, yada yada. If I had one of them fucking ball sacks, oh shit, I'll be walking slow my goes. Putting that bitch on my shoulder and decorating that bitch like it's a bag or a satchel. Why you always got that satchel on your shoulder? You're not traveling. Hey man, I'm just manifesting what I do in the future. Hey, what's in that bag? Ah! Why are you so sensitive? Only if you knew. Only God. Baby J, don't ever touch my satchel like that again. You're acting like I'm touching your nuts. Am I? I thought I felt some bristles on that shit, like some, some freshly shaved hairs. Just joking. I just love to fuck with your algorithm. So you won't always be in that, oh, the world's ending, Chicken Little, the sky's falling type of mind frame. People are losing their minds out here. Maybe JAYZZz. Let's go to A3 or A6 now. Let's talk about the Raisinette nuts. Just joking. So yeah, you don't want to be caught up with this nice weather, breezing in and sleeping butt ass. Some people don't care, but I'm not gonna get snapped up like that. I ain't going out. Actually, it may be funny. If you catch me, if you photo snap me, I can't even talk. You photo snap me, shit, I may pose for you just to have extra fun with that bitch. Did he really just do that? Oh yeah, I did. I opened that bitch all the way out. Just joking. Just having fun. I haven't been on your channel or airways in a few days, so I just want to fuck with you. Slap bitches through the phone. Oh, that breed's feeling good. Whew. So yeah, okay, ex-girlfriend, let's get to it. All right, we 23 minutes. Oh, that was perfect. 23 seconds. 23 minutes and 23 seconds. If you know, you know. I love it. All right, so this ex-girlfriend. Okay, girl, if you shy to talk about what you know, sit back for a minute. Wherever you at, if you're in your car and you're getting a lot of peer pressure and people are like, oh, go ahead, girl, talk your shit. Show receipts, talk your shit. Whatever the situation is, because I'm still a novice on the whole story, because I really don't, I'm on some other shit, but it's relevant. Love is love, and people don't like to be betrayed and lied to and then publicly humiliated when they know they're in the right and their love partner's trying some, tomfoolery bullshit. I get you, girl. Wizard Liz, if I'm saying your name right, stand on yours, girl. All right, do your shit, show your receipts. And I think this is the ex-girlfriend we're talking about, or Tristan's ex-girlfriend. So whatever the situation is, whoever the ex-girlfriend is that's nervous to talk, I think is Wizard Liz is what we're talking about, yeah. And now it's her ex-boyfriend, duh. All right, so I'm smoking some good right now, all right? I'm smoking some good. And I got up, I had a grand rising early, and my brain was popping when I was helping one of my clients out, that grandfather clause then. So I was up early when the birds chirping, the woody woodpeckers. I was doing my damnness to stay awake. And yeah, God's great. So, hey, buddy, you want some coffee? I was like, I'll take some coffee. I'll do it. Hey, why are you lollygagging? I'm doing that on purpose because I'm high. I'm a guy from last night, and I ate like 5 bowls of cereal, so my belly was, still rumbling and gumbling, so I stayed far away from the man's house. It's crop dusting McGustin. Like, oh shit. What are you doing over there lifting your legs so high? Just, stretching out here. Bubble gutting. Sponsored by Kirkland's. Alright? Get some between your ass. If you know, you know. Why are you so foul? Al Bundy face. I'm in a good mood. I'm in good spirits. I'm always am. I'm a good boy. But yeah, man, whoever's nervous to talk, get your pussy hairs. All right, it's no filter. Get your kids out the room. Did you say pussy hairs? I did. I'm not a Donald Trump. I don't grab women or goddesses by the pussy at all, unless if you ask me to politely, then by the bangets. Play some handball with that bitch. For real? Only if you ask. Oh my God, oh my God. It's terrible. You're probably one of those guys that have a sex swing like 50 Shades of Grey. Maybe not a bad idea. I would have a giraffe neck by the end of that week. My shit will be stretching. I'll make sure that fucking swings high on my guy and just jumping. Is this PG-13? It's called No Filter. I'm having a fucking blast in this bitch. Like your dog does when he's trying to get the treat. You're holding it up too high. And terrible McGarrables. But we gonna have fun in that room. It's gonna be like 50 shades of purple in that bitch. Like, what the fuck you got here, Zoe? What do you take me downstairs for? Just chill out. Here's a box of chocolates. Are you Forrest Gump? Just take a box of chocolates. Life's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. See, I know the original line. This Mandela effect tried to fuck that line all up. Like Toy Story. I don't even want to get on no Mandela effect shit. But if you know, you know. They fucked up the lines from a whole bunch of movies. Star Wars said, what the original line is like, I am your father, Luke, or Luke, I am your father. Now they say, I am your father. Something. They fucked up a lot of lines from movies. It's crazy. So if you guys have original Laserdisc or VHS tapes, and you know the Monopoly guy that has the monocle on it, you got them original games, man, show proof. You got a BlackBerry phone that was made in 2008 and earlier that got the camera on it. That'll show you what's really good. I ordered 3 BlackBerry phones. Super excited on the eBay. I'm like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna get it. I can't wait to see Rowdy Piper. If they live, I'm gonna see some shit. But I was scared but excited. My dumb ass, right, orders 3 Blackberries that had no camera on that bitch. So I was like waiting. I was like, man, I can't wait, man. I'm gonna do that shit at nighttime. Find me some Warner Brother cartoons or Scooby-Doo and see if Shaggy looks like the original Shaggy with the Adam's apple and he's really smacked me jacked. Yeah, whatever, there's a lot of things. If you know, you know. Look up BlackBerry cell phones made in 2008. Or just look up BlackBerry Mandela effect. BlackBerry phones, Mandela effect, all right? And then you'll see, and if you believe, you believe, all right? And I'm not going to say this for entertainment purposes. I'm going to tell you what he is. But I really can't tell you that with true conviction because I haven't ordered the proper phone with the camera on it. I got to slow down with these. I got to slow down because I'm so excited, man. I'm super Fox Motor. So I'm like, oh my God, don't tell me there's a special camera that I can use to see through this veil of bullshit, this veil of virtual reality, and I see what I remember seeing when I was in that timeline. And CERN got us all jumping shit and buildings changing and terraforming on us. I was like, I remember that building used to be 3 blocks down here. And it's all here, and the Statue of Liberty's in a different location. I was like, oh, hell no, Statue of Liberty used to be right here. I know they doing the Marvel Endgame shit. They blipping cats. So that's why I asked you a while ago. I was like, hey, man, do you remember such and such? Do you think you've been blipped? You know what I'm saying? You gotta ask yourself.